संवेदनशील मामला है. It is not sensitive issue, and we are equally concerned about it. Entire country and entire house is concerned about it. हम चर्चा करना चाहते हैं, तो ये लोग चर्चा करना नहीं चाहते हैं.
सभा की कार्यवाही सोमवार दिनांक 24 जुलाई 2023 को प्रातः 11 बजे तक के लिए स्थगित की जाती है.
So Lok Sabha also now being adjourned. Rajya Sabha had already been adjourned till 2:30 this afternoon. This after sloganeering continued as far as the opposition parties are concerned, because they continue to demand discussion on Manipur, but also demanding the presence of the Prime Minister. Arunima continues to be with us. So Arunima, on expected lines, it managed to get some work done for about 10 minutes, but the sloganeering continued by the opposition parties. But all of this is now resulting in a complete breakdown of communication between both the sides, which is also resulting in a washout as far as the monsoon session is concerned.
Not the first time, isn't it? Session after session in the past year or so, we've seen opposition and treasury benches being at complete loggerheads, and crucial days getting wasted, and whatever legislative business was top on the government's agenda, those bills getting passed amidst din, without any discussion, without any scrutiny. That has been the trend over the last few sessions, and looks like in this session also it is continuing. One of the crucial bills on the government's agenda this time is the Delhi Ordinance. So if this impasse continues, perhaps in this din only, that will also be passed both in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So the opposition will have to decide its strategy. But for now, Lok Sabha adjourned till Monday. No discussion, no debate happened. Private member bills were listed for the second half, so even those couldn't be presented. Some posters, banners that were spotted was asking the Prime Minister to break his silence. Yeah. India doesn't want hate. We are united against hate. Speak up, Prime Minister. So those were the demands and banners and placards with which opposition members were in the well of Lok Sabha.
Arunima, we'll just request you to stay on with us, because as far as the outrage over that horrific episode in Manipur is concerned, many protests have broken out across the country. One such protest has broken out in Chennai as well. And those visuals on our screens, our colleague Purnima Murli is in fact now joining us from that protest site. Purnima, it's not just Chennai, the entire country is outraged. The entire country hangs its head in shame to try and make sense of the horrific episode that has happened, and also demanding justice for these victims. What is happening behind you? Who are these people who are protesting, and what are their demands?
Well, this is the second protest today. This protest is on the Mount Road in Chennai by the Tamil Nadu Youth Congress, and as you can see, banners saying "Save Manipur," and some pictures of the horrific video that did the rounds for the last 2 days are also here, and some of the banners highlight how senior women leaders of the BJP, from Smriti Irani to Kushbu to Vanati Srinivasan, have maintained staunch silence on the issue, questioning their silence on the issue, especially at a time when the entire nation hangs their heads in shame, looking at how things have panned out in Manipur. And here some of the demands put forth by the Congress Youth Committee members include resignation of Chief Minister, question the inaction of the police because the women who were paraded naked had filed a complaint, and only after the video caught the attention of the people did the government make the first arrest, question the silence of Prime Minister on the entire violence that has taken place in Manipur. So these are some of the slogans that are raised by the Congress. Many protests have been planned in the city today. Okay. First we saw the left staging protest, and now it's the Congress, and then there are a few more protests planned throughout the day. They say the protests will only escalate. They are planning nationwide protests, and protests will continue till the Prime Minister speaks up, till the Chief Minister resigns. Back to you.
So as Purnima is pointing out, that this is just one such protest that has broken out, and both the left and the Congress are saying that this is only going to escalate. It will become a pan-India protest. But Purnima, the union government is saying, and many ministers from the cabinet also saying, that the government is in fact ready as far as a discussion on Manipur is concerned. The Prime Minister has also spoken about it yesterday. Is that an argument that's cutting ice as far as these protesters are concerned?
Well, protesters say that even in the parliament, when their own parliamentarians and MPs are trying to have a discussion, the Prime Minister is not ready for a debate and discussion, and that's why protests are going to escalate. That's the word that's coming in from the left and the Congress. They say that in the parliament, even though their MPs have requested to have a discussion on this, they say that the Prime Minister and the BJP, they are not ready for this because only now are things unfolding. An incident that took place on the 4th of May is only now out in the open, and they are saying that the Prime Minister has not responded on the entire violence that broke out. The Chief Minister is not resigning, and even in the Parliament they are not allowed to have a healthy discussion and debate on this, and that's why they say the protests are happening here. And if nothing happens in the Parliament in the coming days, then they will continue to escalate protests. That's the word that's coming in from the left and the Congress. We'll have to see what all these parties plan next and how they are going to escalate the issue.
Purnima, we'll have to leave that conversation there. Thanks a lot for getting us